Today, I'm going to be taking one bite out of each punchki and giving each one a rate for Fat Tuesday. Starting off, we'll start with the custard. I'd probably give this one a 9 out of 10. Next is the cherry. So for the cherry, I'd probably give it an 8.3 out of 10. Now strawberry. For the strawberry, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. And last but not least is raspberry. That was pretty good. I'd probably give that one an 8.5 out of 10. Out of all of these ones, I'd for sure say cherry and custard were the best two, but I'd probably give custard number 1.
Coming up, with basketball on everyone's mind, Chieftain Live has some fun to find the best three-point shooter in the building.
March Madness is upon us. Looking for some upset picks? Dontez tracks down Mr. Calcaterra to see who he has winning it all.
Collins and Zier continue our long-lasting tradition of the Irish Scavenger Hunt. Which Irishman will find that lucky pot of gold?
47 years with very few absences, Braden and I give tribute to our legendary scorekeeper, Mr. King.
All of this and more in a new episode of the Chieftain Live.
This door is unlocked just about every few weeks. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of fun. A dimension of information. A dimension of content. You're looking onto a screen of both quality and quantity, of stories and developments. You're watching The Chieftain Live.
Good afternoon, Brother Rice. My name is Braden Willis.
And I'm Luke Nelson.
And welcome back to another episode of the Chieftain Live, where St. Paddy's Day is right around the corner.
And basketball is on everyone's mind. Like always, we've got a lot of big stories here today, so let's get right into it. After 47 years of sheer commitment, Mr. King is officially retiring from scorekeeping for the basketball program. Braden and I give a final farewell to Mr. King and the scorekeeping career.
Brother Rice's Hall of Fame is full of people who have dedicated time and commitment to this school. Among these legends is everyone's favorite Mr. King. You see him in the halls, driving the bus, and most importantly, at our basketball games. After 47 years, Mr. King has decided to retire from scorekeeping. With a nearly perfect attendance, some question how Mr. King has been this dedicated to the program.
I think Mr. King obviously has been part of this community since he was your age. As a high school freshman coming here when the doors opened in 1960, obviously his time here as a student and a student athlete at Brother Rice made a huge impact on him to be around our community for the last 50 years. Mr. King has dedicated his life to the students and to the community, and he's been a great treasure for us to have all these years.
Mr. King has a long athletic history with our school. He's stepped up many times in his career to fill out much-needed roles.
Mr. King's had a variety of roles in the athletic department. He's mostly known for being in the track and field and cross-country programs as an assistant coach to Coach Bob Stark, who's also a classmate of his in 1964. He did coach football at one point in his career here, and then he's been involved in transporting athletic teams for us as a bus driver, as well as being the scorekeeper for basketball for the last 47 years.
With 47 years under his belt, Mr. King has seen it all. As someone who has always been spectating the basketball program for all this time, he has seen many highs and lows.
I think one of the best points is probably this year's game at UAD when we beat them by 25.
I know he was kind of helping out in 1974 when Brother Rice won the first state championship in school history and basketball. And then he kind of took over in the full-time role in 1975. So he has seen many ups and downs within the program. Hopefully, Denny, with the way the program is now and the type of players that we have in the building, I think hopefully he's leaving on a good note as far as where the program is talent-wise.
As someone that is always in the building, nearly the entire Brother Rice community shares a positive memory with Mr. King.
Denny's stories and his knowledge and history, as far as a historian of our basketball program.
Few people put as much effort into our school as Mr. King. As part of the student body, we're all thankful for everything that Mr. King has done for us.
He's so well renowned. I mean, Look at all these young kids in the stand cheering his name right now. And that's got to keep you young, right?
No doubt. Denny King.
The Brother Rice annual Irish Scavenger Hunt is a classic and iconic part of the culture here at the Chieftain Live, and it has been ongoing for generations, with no end in sight unless we run out of people with Irish descent. Zier and Collins are here to embark on the Irish Scavenger Hunt.
2 years ago, we did a segment where we took Irish people around the school to go on a scavenger hunt in celebration St. Patrick's Day. Today, we're going to do another Irish hunt with Luke Fitzpatrick and Charlie Petrosani. It's the newest renovation to Brother Rice.
Yeah. Or hint is, I forgot my belt. Yeah. So I'm looking.
Are you short $5? Bring money by tomorrow.
I can't.
You're short $5. Bring money by tomorrow.
You're short $5. Bring money. Oh, negative.
You can stop right here. Nice question. Every subject, every night.
Yes, I am.
Alright, the last clue, ready? Sorry I'm late. Let me know when you find the gold.
There it is. How'd it go? Where is it?
You gotta hurry. You're not close.
Dude. Where's ours?
I got it. Show the camera.
Yes! Oh wait, we'll have to check.
My gold. My winners.
Everyone knows that our school is rooted in Irish history, but how much do we really know about Ireland? Peter Smark puts the student body to the test with the St. Paddy's trivia.
All around the world, St. Patrick's Day is one of the most sought-after days of the year. At Brother Rice, there's Irish heritage everywhere, from our founder Edmund Rice being from Ireland to students with ancestors and family from Ireland. Let's see if the Brother Rice students can answer a few trivia questions on their favorite holiday.
Where was the real St. Patrick born?
Ireland.
Idaho?
Ireland.
Not Ireland?
The real St. Patrick was born in Britain.
Correct. When and where was the first St. Patrick's Day parade?
I don't know.
New York.
Italy? I'm not sure where it was, but I believe it was in 1737.
What river gets dyed green every year for St. Patrick's Day?
Mississippi.
The Amazon River?
Chicago River?
The Chicago River.
What are the odds of finding a four-leaf clover?
25% chance.
1 in 10,000.
I'm gonna say 3 to 1.
Oh, I know this one. It's 1 in 10,000?
Yep. As you can see, there are various ends of the spectrum the Brother Rice students are on in their St. Patrick's Day knowledge.
After hitting the crazy three-point shot in mentor group basketball, Luke Borgula has become a classic and iconic Brother Rice legend on the same level with some of the greats. However, how would he fare against an actual basketball player? It seems kind of insulting to not label him as a real basketball player, but Nevels and Barisha are here to see what comes of this once-in-a-lifetime event.
Curtis Williams is known to have the best jump shot at Brother Rice High School, but we have another big-time shooter that's under the radar. He is a freshman, and his name is Luke Borgula. You may know Luke from the shot that shocked everybody. With that being said, they will settle who has the better jump shot by having a three-point contest. To make it fair, Curtis is shooting with his left hand. Let's see what others think about this contest.
I think it's going to be Luke. You know, he got a good shot for him. You know, always puts the hand in the cookie jar.
I don't think Curtis can really shoot in the first place, so I think Luke has a pretty good shot at this.
I still got my boy Kurt winning.
Why you got Kurt winning?
The best shooter on our team.
I'm still going to go with Kurt because I think he could do it either way. I've seen him play. It's very impressive, but I wish the best of luck to Luke Borgula as well. I would not want to go up against Kurt, left or right-handed.
I feel a little nervous since Kurt is very good at basketball, but I'll say prayer of the Holy Spirit and see what happens.
They will both be shooting 3 shots from both corners in the top of the key. Whoever makes more win.
3, 2, 1.
A day without laughter is a day wasted. Watch as Johnson shows his comedic skills with some St. Patrick's themed jokes.
As you may know, March is around the corner and one of the most well-known holidays are within March, St. Patrick's Day. This holiday is about the feast of St. Patrick and celebrating by wearing green, but we're going to celebrate by cracking St. Patrick's Day jokes with Brother Rice students. We all know leprechauns love a pot of gold, but they aren't very good with money management.
First question is, why shouldn't you borrow money from a leprechaun?
Because they'll stiff you.
Because they're stingy.
Because they will steal it.
Because they're always a little short.
4-leaf clovers are said to bring good luck, but they're very fragile, so don't touch them.
Why shouldn't you iron a 4-leaf clover?
Because it's a leaf.
Don't they got 3 clovers?
Because it'll rip.
Because it's a tradition.
Because you don't want to press your luck.
Correct.
There are many great baseball players, but are leprechauns athletic enough to play baseball?
What's the best position for a leprechaun to play on a baseball team?
Pitcher?
Point guard.
Short field.
Lefty.
Shortstop.
That's correct.
Leprechauns are said to be magical creatures in Irish folklore. So what's their favorite magic to use?
What's a leprechaun's favorite spell?
Taste the rainbow.
I don't know that either. Rainbows.
Lucky Charms.
That's correct.
I'm sure you enjoyed watching and catching a great laugh of some funny St. Patrick's Day jokes. Celebrate any way you want, but be sure to have a great time and don't forget to wear green or you'll get pinched.
The odds of correctly guessing the exact outcome of March Madness is 1 in 9.2 quintillion. Thankfully, we have Dontez Fuller to give us some of the expert picks with the help of athletic director, Mr. Calcaterra.
What's up, Brother Rice? I'm Dontez Fuller, and I'm here with the man himself, Mr. Calcaterra. And today, he's going to be giving us his March Madness bracket from the Sweet 16 up.
Starting in the Sweet 16, I got Gonzaga getting themselves to the Sweet 16. And then, since I worked in the East Coast for about 16 years, we're going to put UConn is going to take out Arkansas to get themselves to the Sweet 16. On the East, we're looking at Baylor, okay? And then we're going to work on, this is a hard one because Indiana's in a playoff game, but I got to go with UCLA, taking out my alma mater and the Hoosiers. Now we're going to work on the South, okay? So in the South in the Sweet 16, I'm going with Arizona as the #1 seed, and then Tennessee over Villanova, okay? Just mark that one down, that might be good. The West here, I got an upset. We're going to stay in the Big Ten. I don't think Kansas can hang with Iowa. So I'm going to put Iowa coming out of the West with the upset, and we're going to have an all Big Ten Sweet 16 in the Midwest because I'm picking Wisconsin, okay, to knock off Auburn as we get to the Sweet 16, okay? The Elite 8 as we're coming in here. All right, so I'm looking at Iowa versus Wisconsin. I think if you look at the regular season, I'm taking Iowa to get to the Final Four. It's my sleeper pick. I think Tennessee knocked off Villanova, but I think Arizona's going to have too much for the Vols as far as getting to the Sweet 16. In this area here, we got UConn, but I'm going to take this off the board now, guys, because we're going to go with Tom Izzo because he's going to knock off Mike Krzyzewski. Okay, so just a little mystery pick here. We're going to put Michigan State against Gonzaga in the Elite 8, and then from there, can't go against the Zags. We're going to have to get Gonzaga in the Final Four. All right, so we got Purdue and Baylor. All right. I'm an Indiana grad. I can't believe I'm doing this because the Boilermakers and the Hoosiers do not get along. But I think Purdue is going to knock off. I think they're going to knock off Baylor. Okay, so it gives us Gonzaga and Purdue. We got Arizona and Iowa in the Final Four. And then I'm looking at putting in Iowa to knock off Arizona, and I think the Zags are going to beat Purdue, leaving us a championship game of Gonzaga versus Iowa, and I think the Zags are going to win it all.
Smart pick.
Okay, so I got a few upsets in there, guys. I'm not a betting man, and so I'm not going to put any money down on this, but that's going to be my picks as we go into the March Madness.
Well, you heard it from the man himself, Mr. Calcaterra. So make sure all you students fill out your brackets to see who come out on top.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Brother Rice. Be sure to tune in next week for more entertaining content just like this in the near future.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter @Chieftain Live for more never-before-seen exclusive Chieftain Live content.
My name is Braden Willis.
And I'm Luke Nelson. We'll see you next time.